Mother from Marinette is being investigated for the death of her 3-year-old child. 32-year-old Samantha Wishman is facing charges of first-degree reckless homicide and neglecting a child causing death. In June of last year, Wishman initially reported her child's death as an accident, telling police they had fallen down the stairs. However, after a lengthy investigation, Marinette police are now treating the child's death as a homicide. Police provided no additional details in their statement released today. We will continue to follow the story and bring you first alert updates as we learn more.